You are watching Radio Rakim's Artist Access.
Access granted.
Look, and we are back at the Artist Access, and I am your host, Siraj Rich God. I'm Pu Akhenaten Hotep, and I am here with one of my poetic sisters in soul poetry. We are here this week with none other than Felicia Shantell, aka Miss Goddess Fee, is in the building. How you doing, sister?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Hey, you like an alumni here. You done been on here about what? This about your fifth time, or even I don't know what, but you've been here a lot of times.
Yeah.
But it's your first time at the new spot, so welcome to the new location.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. So you're looking alive. You're looking good.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I know you called me, you hit me up, and you was like, you wanted to come on the show and kind of give me an exclusive and let everyone know what you was facing a couple months ago and how you overcame that, and you back on your feet.
Yeah.
But if you could take us back to that tragic moment, like how did all that start? Like what happened that day?
So, well, the situation that you're talking about is I had a stroke in October. It was announced that there was a stroke on October 13th, but I was experiencing stroke-like symptoms October 12th. I guess I ate too much sugar, stuff that had sugar in it, and it kind of affected my sugar levels and my blood pressure levels. Before that, I wasn't really taking care of my health, really at all. I was told that I was pre-diabetic and pre-hypertension back in 2020, but I thought, like most people, I could take care of this. I can, if I just do this, I could, without really having a stern understanding of how to go about taking care of myself. I tried to do it on my own, and it didn't align right. I did not take the medicine I was supposed to be taking. They put me on metformin. I didn't take it, and I started also putting a lot of people above myself, which means I started stressing over other people's situations.
Right.
And I did not know that stress was actually taking a toll on my body. A lot of times we as humans don't know that we are stressing until something tragic happens. And you know of all the things I do in the community. You know all the stuff I do just in the city, period.
Right.
And those things I put above myself. But like I tell anyone, when you put other people before yourself, who's putting you above them?
Right.
If they're not putting you above them, why are you putting them above you? You have to start taking care of yourself more. And I started realizing that day, my whole left side of my body started shutting down. My leg was unbalanced with my right. My arm, I couldn't lift my arm above my chest. My face, you know how I like smiling. I couldn't really do that. Like literally, my face had a droop in it. And I didn't know what was wrong with me. So I asked my mom if she could take me to the urgent care, not knowing that this was a stroke. So she took me to the urgent care the next day, which was on the 13th. I walked into the urgent care, limping and all. I walked in there. By the time I got off the CAT scan table, they informed me that what I was suffering from was a mild stroke.
Mm.
But before that, they said I had stroke-like symptoms. They didn't say it was a stroke that I was having.
Right.
So by the time I left there, I left on the stretcher, headed to ICU at the at the West Houston Medical Center.
Mm-hmm.
I was there for 4 days. At that time, I had a lot of time to talk to God.
Mm.
Because in that ICU, you don't have anyone that spends nights with you.
Right.
And me, I had anxiety, so I barely slept.
Mm.
With all the people who coming in, taking blood, all this other stuff, it kind of got to a point where I got tired, and I didn't understand what was the reasoning behind this. So I asked God not to question him, but asking him what was the purpose. Like, what do you want me to learn from this experience?
Mm.
What is it that you need me to gain from this? And by him, what he told me was very, very clear and simple. He said, I already told you. Those little words that God told me is, I already told you.
Mm.
Months before that, I had a dream. And shout out to Martin Luther King. I have a dream.
Mm-hmm.
But I literally had a dream months before that where it was a dark tornado headed my way fast and rapid out of nowhere. And then as the tornado got closer, the sun started shining behind me.
Mm-hmm.
So I turned and I faced the sunshine and I started praying.
Mm-hmm.
As the tornado got closer, it started dying down. And what I gained from that dream is that if we're focused on the storm coming,
Mm-hmm.
it will take us out.
Mm-hmm.
But what that storm meant was it was a rebirth.
Mm-hmm.
A change was coming.
Mm-hmm.
But if you turn around and face the sunshine, God is going to bring you to peace.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to give you the courage you need to get through that storm. And when God told me that he already told me,
Mm-hmm.
that's what he meant. I left that hospital on October the 17th, headed to the Encompass in Sugarland, inpatient care, inpatient therapy. And they said that I had a very big turnaround. They did not see something that fast take place.
Mm.
When I first went into the ICU, I couldn't walk no more than 10 steps to the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
By the time I left the Encompass Health on November the 2nd, I was walking on a walker.
Mm.
My poetry team, my entertainment team, shout out to IAG Productions, as well as Soul Poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Carlos Wallace was the first person to see me.
Mm-hmm.
A Jolly the Poet came and saw me.
Mm-hmm.
But my team, IAG Productions, I do this event that I do every Christmas, which is Season Greetings.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew I wasn't going to be able to afford it. I knew I wasn't going to be able to do the event. My DJ, shout out to DJ Ray,
Mm-hmm.
he made it his business to say, Fee, don't worry about it. We got you. We just want you to walk into the building.
Mm.
He don't know that those words is what willed me and walked me back to health.
Mm.
Because I made it my mission to walk again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right now marks 98 days. Yesterday was 97.
Mm.
Today marks 98 days that I have been in recovery.
Mm.
I just turned 36, so right now I'm just overjoyed with all the love from Snow Industry, Soul Poetry, the We Go Live family, Poetry Now Loading. Like, my poetry family came through for me, and this hand is I have carpal tunnel, so this hand is not so strong, but they came through in a time when I needed them the most.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm forever grateful for that. forever.
That is amazing. That is amazing. It looked like this situation got you a lot closer with your spiritual connection with God and whatnot,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. You find yourself talking to God a little more nowadays.
Yeah, I also rejoined my church
Yeah.
from my childhood. um, I had when I was in the hospital, I had I kept on telling the doctors, I'm like, I want to go home. Now, I don't know why they made that connection to suicide. I don't know why, but they had me talk to a therapist. My idea is when I said I wanted to
You
go
want to
back,
go home.
I wanted to go
Church.
exactly.
Yeah.
I wanted to go back to where I had that connection with God.
Right.
When I first started falling in love with God,
Mm-hmm.
when I got out the hospital, when I made it back home on November the 2nd, I made it my mission to go back to church on November the 3rd. When I was in the hospital, I called my pastor. My pastor is also my cousin. So I said, John Howard. He said, what's going on, Fee? I said, would you accept me back into the house of the Lord?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I'll always accept you back. He like, it ain't between me. It's between you and God if you want to come back home.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, I'm coming back. He's like, well, we accept you with open arms. On November the 3rd, I made it my mission to be at church.
Mm-hmm.
They prayed. They welcomed me.
Mm-hmm.
They prayed. When I tell you that they circled around me at the end of church and they just prayed with
Mm-hmm.
me.
Mm-hmm.
And they showed me so much love. I haven't felt that in so long.
Mm-hmm.
Just being accepted back in the house of the Lord, being able to step foot in there and just feel that love that I haven't felt since I was a kid.
Mm.
Now I've made it I come back. I started working with the children and with the part of the children ministry. I'm now the lead of the youth ministry at church. Like, I'm able to not only give back to the same people that gave to me, but I'm able to put my energy back into what God has given me. God gave me the spirit of loving children, and I'm giving that back to him. I'm giving back the love that I have back to him. I'm giving my health back to him. I'm giving all of this back to him. This is not my body, this is his. I've learned that over this time frame. Like I said, I learned my personal connection with God. And I'm forever, like I said, I'm forever grateful for that. My first time stepping back on a stage will be this year on the 19th.
Okay.
And I needed that too. Like it's just, I'm humbled towards the people that God brought back into my life and saying, these are the people I need around you.
Okay.
So
I was showing the 19th to be your first time on a stage since this incident?
Well, it would be my second time, but it would be my first time sharing a new poem.
Okay.
About my journey.
Right.
I haven't really expressed fully what I've been through since then, since October. Yes, I have an event before that, but that's not really elaborating on where I'm at right now.
Right.
But like with soul poetry, they have allowed me to be free again. So I'm giving that energy back to them. With my brother Yolan, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm humbled towards just the love that everyone is giving back to me. So I'm able to give my best.
Okay, that's amazing. So what does this year look like for Felicia? I know you're trying to take it slow, but can we expect the usual shows that you put on every year?
Yeah, if not more.
Right.
Me and my team, we're starting to do a little bit more outside of just the producing of showcases. We're getting back into the giving back to the community. and putting together more fundraisers for nonprofit organizations. Um, right now, I'm more so focused on my personal health and my health journey.
Mm.
So I'm taking a more of a dive into my personal nonprofits that I have created with Artists United, as well as Artistically Royal Youth Mentoring Program. Um, so we're doing a little bit more in different avenues. Um, that's really where it's at right now. I think next month I'm only taking on two different events a month now, just so therefore I can slow down my pace and focus on um, peace. I realized beforehand I was always stressing myself out, putting on doing more events just because people asked me to do it. I got to a point where I have to start thinking about my energy.
Mm-hmm.
And my neurologist made it plain and clear. He was like, if you know what caused the stroke, then you can prevent the stroke from happening again.
Stress
And
and
stress,
sugar, eating.
stress, sugar, eating, taking on more tasks than I need to. My blood pressure was the reason for the stroke. It was a blood clot that almost ruptured a vessel on the right side of my brain. The more, so I was stressing out way too much over stuff that I did not have to. I took on other people's problems as if it was my own personal problems, professional problems. If someone a part of my and nothing against my team, but if somebody part of my team was having an issue, I took on their problems and made it my own problem.
Mm.
And I started realizing I can't do that. I had to start thinking about myself. And some people would say like, "Oh, doing talking about yourself so much or whatever," they would consider it as being conceited or selfish. Or
Right.
it's not.
It's not
I don't
selfish.
mind being
Right.
selfish for my self-worth.
Right.
I don't mind at this point in time in my life. I don't mind being selfish for me to actually have me here longer.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see life. That was a death scare.
Mm.
Right now I could be paralyzed on my left side of my body.
Right.
If my blood pressure that day was 230 over 140.
Mm.
My sugar level was 313.
Mm.
They was surprised that that blood vessel did not rupture.
Right.
God saved my life.
Mm-hmm.
He kept me here for another purpose. He kept me here. He was showing me that it was time for me to start taking care of myself
Mm-hmm.
and stop doing so much.
Mm-hmm.
I always told people one thing is that if you pour into the people, into the things that God is appointing for you to pour into, He will be the one to pour back into
Right.
you.
Right.
So you will never be left empty.
Right.
I now understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm cautious on who and what I pour my energy into.
Right. Keep looking at that light like you did, like in that vision you had
Yeah.
when the storm was coming, and you turned toward that light.
Yeah.
Keep turning it towards that divine light within yourself. Don't even stay looking at that light. You feel
Yeah.
me? And you'll be surprised at how it'll make everything stay on a certain frequency. You feel me?
Most definitely.
Yeah. So, what's your approach now? Since you done went through all of this, and you a whole new being now. You know what I'm talking about? What they say you can't put old wine into new bottles.
That part.
So, what is your approach now when you pick up that pen and that pad, and you coming up with something to write about?
I let the Lord use me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I literally believe in that. Like, if I don't feel it, I don't write it.
Mm-hmm.
If God give me the vision for it,
Mm-hmm.
paper to pen.
Yeah.
But if he's not the one who's
Right.
giving me that
Right.
that vision, it's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, my whenever I pick up my pen, it's literally because something comes over me and says, "Ooh, I gotta write that." I literally will wake up out of my sleep and literally like, okay, I don't know what's telling me to write this. So then I write down the name.
Right.
And then when I wake up finally,
Right.
stuff start coming to me.
Right.
As I go on throughout my days,
Uh-huh.
I start to see why God gave me that title or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then immediately
Right.
words start flowing.
Right.
Now it don't I don't
You don't
have
gotta force it.
I don't have to
Right.
force it.
Right.
And that's how you know it was God's
Oh, yeah.
giving you that.
Yeah.
Because if it's anything given by God is not going to be forced.
Not at all. Not at all.
It's not going to be forced. You don't have to stress over it. You don't have to linger over it.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to come to you,
Oh yeah.
especially if it's God's divine purpose.
Right. All of my pieces, that's how they come. It's like downloads. It come, and I pick up. If I can't pick up a pen, I grab my phone. I go to recording to my phone.
Oh yeah,
But like once you got that channel open, it's gonna constantly be coming through. You know, I don't never force it. When I was doing music, it was a lot of time trying to write.
yeah,
Since I've been doing poetry, I only write when it's coming through. You know.
yeah.
Yeah. So you have a new poem to talk about this experience.
Yes.
Are we gonna get that today?
Yeah,
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I can't wait to hear this piece.
most
You
definitely.
feel me? I'm glad to see you healthy. You look new. You look fresh.
Well, I lost 35 pounds since
Yeah.
October.
Yeah.
That's another part of that health journey that I was talking about.
Right.
Drinking more water and just eating at least one fruit a day, which is a green apple.
Mhm.
I don't know what it is, but green apples have just been the source of my life lately.
Okay.
You know, I make my mission to go walking more.
Mhm.
Either at the end of the day or the beginning of the day, I have to go for a walk.
Mhm.
Because one thing I have realized from my actual doctor is that with every calorie you gain, walk it off.
Mhm.
Either walk it off or get some water and drink it off. So I make it my mission to just focusing on my health. And while I'm focusing on my health, I'm hoping that I can be a help to someone else
Right.
who did not know, how to take care of their body. Because before this happened, I was unaware of a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
I was very immature to that. Yes, I'm an adult, but I was very childish to my health situation. And I think us as in the ones who are in our 20s and 30s, we are not really fully aware of how to really take care of our bodies. A lot of us, we grew up we're the McDonald's children. We started it off.
Mhm.
We grew up off of Crisco oil. We grew up off of fatbacks and pork and all that stuff. We grew up off of that stuff. So trying to win us off of it is hard. But when you're made aware of those things, then you're able to do better.
Mhm.
In the Bible it says, when I was a child, I thought as a child, I did as a child, but
Right.
when I grew up, I put those childish things behind me.
Right.
And if you know better,
Do better. Yeah.
shout out to old school,
Yeah.
old school poet. You know what I'm saying? You know better, you do better,
Mhm.
and that's what it is.
Mhm.
I'm knowing better. If I go back to my old ways after I know better, that's me being disobedient.
Mhm.
And that's one thing I'm not about doing anymore.
Right.
This year is the year of intention, being intentional with my purpose, with my goals. So,
Yeah. So look, that was an amazing testimony. I'm glad you came here to share that with us.
yeah,
So I can't wait to hear your poem.
I love
And
it.
you guys, so we have a show February 19th at the Mocha Lounge.
Yes.
You'll be able to see me, myself, Felicia, and our whole Soul Poetry team. So y'all come check us out on the 19th. at
Yeah.
the Mocha Lounge.
Tickets are available.
Yeah, tickets are available. Hit us up in our DMs and get them tickets. You feel me? So we're gonna take a break. Got some more guests today. So look, y'all stay tuned. This is the Artist Access, and your access has now been granted.
42 times I've heard the familiar refrain, if there's anything you need, just let me know. And every time I respond the same, just point me to the stage. Pass me the mic. I don't need much else. Not comfort, not sympathy, just a space where the light can find me. Where I can shatter pieces of my heart like scraps of broken mirrors reflecting every fracture, every scar. Because here's the truth. I have been held together by whispers of grace, carried through darkness by a God who caught my fallen spirit. When storm clouds gathered sudden and heavy, it was the sunshine that lingered, a quiet promise that he would never leave me nor forsake me. So point me to the stage. Let my tears flood the room like ocean tides. Let the waves ripple through every soul in the crowd. I needed. I needed to pour out my truth until it overflows, until it heals me and maybe even heal you too. Because see, the stage brings me peace. It holds me in love, fills me with joy, leads me to a place of knowing. Here I cry. Here I smile. Here I breathe. Here I feel. Here I pray. Here I hope. See, the stage is my home, my refuge, my sanctuary. So please, point me to the stage. I need it for healing. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Felicia Shantell or IAG Productions. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Artist Access. I'm here with my brother who goes by the name of DownSTRZ. How you doing, my man?
What's up, man? What's the deal?
Hey, glad to have you back on a new location.
Hey, appreciate you for
I
having
had the
me.
pleasure of having a brother on the show a while back last year.
Yes, sir.
And I also had the pleasure of doing the show with the brother. We did a show together. What that was, the Straight from the Vibes, huh?
Yeah, it was definitely straight from the
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah.
It was definitely straight from the vibes. You know,
Yeah.
it was definitely a vibe. At the
Oh yeah, it's always a vibe
audience.
over there.
Always will be.
Yeah. So how you been doing, bro?
Oh, I've been doing good. Just been doing music, working
How is
as
this
usual.
music journey treating you these days?
Oh, it's popping off for real. You know what I mean? This year, I'm excited about this year, 2025. You know, just
Yeah.
dropping some good music quality. You know what I mean? For the people that love real good R&B.
Yeah. It's funny, bro. You know how I found you? I found you, bro. Just scrolling through Instagram, the live feed,
Yeah.
and I ran across a clip of you. I think you was promoting the show you was about to be doing, and somebody was just filming you singing, right?
Yeah.
Outside, like in the parking lot or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this nigga got a little baby voice. You hear me?
Yeah.
I said, man, this dude cold with it, right? So I went to your page and stuff, and I followed you, hit you up, got you on the show and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny because like people be thinking that I'm a female in the record.
Right.
You know what I
right.
mean?
That's what I'm saying. You're talking, your voice talk, you kind of deep with it, right? But then when I tell you that boy got a baby voice, boy, I sound like a straight baby. You hear me? Like Michael Jackson when he was young or something. You hear me?
Yep, I get that a lot.
That's what's up, man. So, what got you on the path of doing music? How did you start this whole music journey?
Really, basically, like I grew up listening to Michael Jackson,
Look at that.
Chris Brown, and Lloyd. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All these artists that I've been
Okay.
listening to since a kid. So it's like I grew up listening to them, and they inspired me doing music. So it's like I was like, man, when I grow up, I want to be just like them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
Were you always singing?
well, at the age at 13, that's when I started singing for real.
18?
No, 13.
Let's say 13. 13.
13.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just singing. Like I wasn't doing music,
Right.
but I always in the
Singing
like
to
in the-
yourself?
yeah, singing. I was always in the choir,
Okay.
like
okay.
in 5th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it was fun actually doing choir,
Yeah.
but like
yeah.
I gave up. I just decided to just do music on my own, just
Okay.
show talent,
Right.
let the people show.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Did you always know you had a decent voice, nice voice?
Yeah, but
Did
it's
you know
like,
it first, or did you hear it first?
I heard it,
You heard it.
but I was a rapper.
You was rapping first. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was rapping first.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was like, I stopped rapping. I was like, matter of fact, nah, let me switch my floor. Now I
Yeah.
found it really better to do this R&B thing for the
Okay.
ladies.
I didn't know you was rapping first. So do you kind of mix it up and do both on any songs? Or you strictly just singing now?
I just strictly singing,
What?
but I ain't gonna lie. But maybe one of the songs that I do want to just switch it up,
Right.
switch up the flow. All it takes just a pen and a paper, just write it down. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, if you got some bars, man, go ahead and do both on some of them songs. You feel me?
Oh yeah, you'll be
Yeah.
surprised though. You'll be surprised, real
Yeah.
talk.
So, man, so what are some of your future goals as being an artist?
Shoot, go on tour,
Going on
Really?
tour, huh?
go on tour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just build your fan base
Right.
and just listen to your audience, just singing your own songs,
Right.
cause that's very important.
Right. You ever thought about putting together your own little tour, a little small city tour? It's possible. I'm trying to tell you. There's a brother I know named Keynotes, right? He's an R&B singer. Do you know the brother named Keynotes?
Nope.
I'm going to plug you up with him, bro. But that's how I met this dude. I met him like when I first moved out here, around 2018. I met him, right? And I found him the same way on Instagram. And he was on tour at the time. And he was always promoting the tour, posting his videos, him performing in all these different little cities. And I got with him and he did a song with him, right?
Yeah.
But he put together that thing himself, you know?
Mhm.
And so, like I said, it ain't hard to do. It's basically just connecting with these certain clubs in these areas and setting up these dates that you're going to be there for that date
Yeah.
and showing up and promoting that thing. You feel me?
Yeah. It just takes a matter of time.
Yeah.
Like if you really want to do this, like
Mhm.
keep promoting.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just when the time come, it's gonna come.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So what's the new EP you got about to drop? Or did it drop yet?
Well, it's a single.
It's a
My
single.
new single is called Tonight. You know what I mean? It's a loving R&B that I believe that people will want to put on the playlist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I get a lot of Lloyd vibes when people like when listening to it. They're like, "You sound like young Lloyd,"
Yeah.
and I was like, "I ain't gonna lie." Me listening to myself, and listening to him, I was like, "We do sound similar." So it's like I do get where people coming from.
Right.
So yeah, like it's out on all available streaming platforms,
Okay.
and yeah, that's gonna be on my new album, and I don't know when, but I'm gonna give y'all the date
Right.
soon. So I'm still like
Right.
making
right.
some new R&B. So
Right.
the new album is gonna be called Soul Therapy Deluxe. So
Okay.
I dropped Soul Therapy last year on a June, but I'm gonna drop like 10 extra songs on the album as
Okay.
well. So it's like, yeah.
Okay. So look, man, we finna start doing artist access showcases, right? We want putting on our own events and whatnot. And you already know I got to have you in that thing performing, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
always down to bless the mic.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna be getting with you on that, bro. Like in March, we're gonna do this first show. You feel me? Yeah.
Hey, just let me know. Hey,
So
I'm gonna come
before
pull
we
up.
get up out of here, like how do you navigate this business side of the music industry? Like, what's your way of connecting with your fans and dealing with the business side and getting paid for this thing that you do?
Well, it just, how can I say? Well, then you really caught me on that one. You really caught me on that one.
I ain't
But
trying to catch it, man. You know, I ain't mean to catch you.
how can I say? Because I do got fans that like pay for my album.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they really take their time like to like listen. They was like if they really want to like purchase my album, like they could just
Mhm.
purchase on the iTunes
Right.
or anywhere like on Amazon, like because they really like purchase my songs
Mm-hmm.
on there, and it's like I got really supporters that could do that.
Right. Right.
So it's like that's really important.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever put together your own event, your own show? 'Cause
No,
I know
but
you do. I know you do a lot of other people events, right?
yeah, but I'm planning on
Yeah.
making my own event.
That's the next move. I'm telling you. As an artist, the next move to really start getting paid and seeing some revenue
Yeah.
is promoting your own show where you the feature and selling them tickets, promoting that thing and making your money from them ticket sales. But this is you. You know what I'm talking about? Like you do straight from the vibe. They selling tickets, and they getting their money from selling tickets. You performing, but so the level up as an artist, you got to start throwing your own events, your
True.
own shows. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's
True.
the answer to that question right there.
True.
You feel me?
Yeah. I
So
got
we ain't
you
gonna
with
waste no time, though, brother. I can't wait to see you perform, right? So we getting a new song today that you got right now out.
that. Yes, sir.
What's the title of that song?
The song is called Tonight.
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 My boy, he make them panty dropper songs, them baby making songs, right?
Yes, sir. It's called Get It In Tonight.
Yeah.
It's called Tonight, but we're going to get it in tonight.
We gonna get it in tonight. Yeah. So look, man, we ain't gonna waste no time. Look, y'all stay tuned. This is the Artist Access, and your access has now been granted.
DownSTRZ, baby.
We could get it in tonight. Ooh, we could get it in tonight. DownSTRZ, baby. This is your day. You can get it your way. We can plan a date. Let's celebrate. This your getaway, yeah. Baby, we can get a champagne. Let's take a trip to the skatery. We can do anything, baby, cause we too lit. Shawty got more cake than a birthday. Pussy getting wetter than a mermaid. You keep them niggas so thirsty, but now that they're worth it. Together we can make a world shake. But I'ma rock your world like an earthquake. But only I'ma hand in my way. But it's your day. Honestly, there is something about you. Got me feeling, got me feeling. Feeling the way I don't normally do. I know you feel the same when I'm tryna lead you on. I'm just tryna lead the way. So baby, can you turn me on? Can you come follow me into the bedroom? It's all about you. Yeah, yeah. Tonight we celebrating. Damn, you look, you so amazing. It's time to get lit tonight. So what we gonna do? This is all a special occasion. You so hot, oh baby, you're blazing. Baby, we can do what you like. We can get it in tonight. We can get it in tonight. We can get it in tonight. We can get it in tonight.
Welcome back to the Artist Access. I am here with my brother. We go back from doing these movies, man. My man also is an artist. He's a producer of his own movies. I am here with none other than Alone Da3rd. What's happening, King?
What's the deal, baby?
Yeah.
Hey,
Man.
I'm glad to be here, man.
I'm glad to
Finally
have
here.
you here, bro. Look, I've been trying to get you on Artist Access for a minute.
Yeah,
man.
it's been a minute, man.
Yeah. I done had you on the radio show.
Mhm.
You done came through a couple of times on that, but
Yo, it's different. I like
I
it.
needed you on the Artist Access. You feel me?
Yo,
So I met this brother, man. I met this brother, like what that was like 2019. We started
Yeah.
shooting at Mean City Films.
yeah.
So I knew we know mutual friends, and when I met the brother on set, the brother a natural, right? Our first film together was Mean City.
Mean City, man.
He played the crazy thugged out dude, and I played the cop
yeah.
who was looking for the crazy brother. On the, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But I seen the brother working. I'm like, man, you got it, bro. Like you're a natural, right?
Yeah.
So did you always have aspirations to be an actor at some point?
Man, since I was like probably like 8, 9 years old.
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy, and Will Smith.
Yeah.
Those were my
Yeah.
idols at the time. I know you ain't supposed to idolize nobody, but
Nah.
that was
I
my
feel you.
idols at the
Yeah.
time, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I just as I got older, I had strayed away from it.
Okay.
But yeah, it was.
But when you started doing music, there's always something in the back of your mind. I'm gonna get back in there, pursue this thing.
Not until I met this teacher named Miss Dawn.
Mhm.
She kind of like brought it back
Okay.
when I was in like 12th grade, 11th, 12th grade. She kind of brought me back to it because it was theater arts class. I
Okay.
had to take it,
Yeah.
and I hated it.
Yeah.
But she made me realize how much potential I had.
Okay.
She made me.
But you did some school plays and whatnot.
It was more like we did a lot of improv.
Okay. That's funny you
Yeah.
say that. Because we do a lot of improv,
Yeah,
right?
we do.
I'm
But
talking about everything we do is
it's-
improv,
it's
basically,
improv.
right?
Yeah,
And
pretty much.
and like I said, I always say this, man. Like we do improv with all of these films, and it really is sharpening up our skills. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
And it comes off more natural to me when we improv it than somebody memorizing a script and trying to just replace some lines on a paper. When you just improv it, it kind of come off a little bit more natural than that, you know?
Because you pretty much say what the first thing that come to your
Yeah,
mind. you know?
yeah. So that's
yeah,
what's up, man.
It's natural.
So now you even producing your own movies, right?
Yeah.
And I forgot to mention, you got a whole new movie you're working on right now that you allow me to be a part of, which is the Exit Plan, right?
Yeah, exit plan.
Yeah. Tell the people about the Exit Plan, man. What that's about.
Nah, man, the exit plan is it was basically a skit.
Mhm.
Me and Sacrifice for Self, we pretty much put that skit together, improv, and but it's more like instead of just being just straight gangster shit, we just kind of put some spirituality stuff in there too, you know. So, but the film is basically about a dude, he tried to change his life, and he ended up getting killed.
What?
But
Okay.
I can't give you too much.
Yeah,
on
you already gave
the
it too much,
rest.
man.
You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it right there.
You gave a lot right quick. You
I
know?
actually I didn't.
You
but
didn't? Okay.
It seemed like I did.
Okay,
right
okay.
there.
And you got me playing it as like your guardian angel
Mhm.
type thing, popping up every now and then,
Yeah.
watching on you, trying to give you some guidance.
Guidance.
Yeah.
Because-
Yeah.
But that's real life, you know.
Yeah.
Because we all have that. Man, I think I should do that.
That-
we know what's.
That God conscious always
Yeah.
talking.
You
Yeah.
know it's there. Sometimes you don't want to hear it.
Right.
Sometimes you ignore it, but it's there.
Right.
So
Man, that's an awesome concept. though,
it
you
just
feel
be
me?
realistic, you know.
Yeah. Man, that's what's up. But also,
True.
look, I've just finished completing my first movie production,
Yeah.
Dreams.
Dreams. Yeah.
And Alone is also in that as well.
Yeah. I appreciate being
yeah.
part of that.
Nah, hey, bro, the whole team, bro. I love what we're doing because
Yeah.
it's people that started working with Neek, never thought about acting a day in their life.
Mm-hmm.
Neek put these people off the streets in movies, straight from the block. You hear me?
Yeah.
Put these
yeah.
dudes in movies, and it kind of sparks something in everybody. You got these people who never thought about acting, and now they coming up with ideas to shoot their own movie.
Yeah.
And it's like I love seeing all of these young brothers coming up with these ideas and actually putting them things into action. You feel me?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
he opened doors for a lot of people, you know,
Mhm.
in the streets too.
Yeah.
You
When
know
I saw
what I'm
y'all
saying?
shooting Mean City, see, it had been part of my plan to do movies when I was before I came out here in New Orleans.
Yeah.
My plan was I was rapping, and my plan was to always start acting and doing movies. So when I met Neek on the job, and then I think Neek got fired from the job, right? And so he got fired. But I stayed in contact with him, right?
He did get fired.
And I saw him putting out them clips of him shooting the Mean City.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, man, that nigga doing it, right? I said, he doing what I'm talking about doing it. He doing it.
Yeah.
And so I hit him up, and he put me in the movie, right? But just from seeing him doing it, that's what made me really
Wanna do it.
get back on that journey of doing what I said I wanted to do. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've been trying to get it done ever since too. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
It's crazy about Main City because that was like his first movie.
The first one.
And he hit me. He said, "Man, I got an idea for a movie." And I was like, he said, do you want to be a part of it? And I was like, I guess, man, I do it. shit, you know, we've been doing it ever since.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Since
we
that
ain't
day,
gonna
since
stop.
we
We
day,
ain't
we've
stop.
been
We ain't
we've been
stop.
doing it.
Yeah, we got what 6, 7 movies in.
It's like
Probably more than that. Now look,
like
I don't
11,
know.
it's really like 11, 12.
God
movies.
damn, look, man. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So
Straight up.
before we get up out of here, look, I see you got a new project that
Oh, yeah.
you just released,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know you kind of took a little break from the music, right? Last time I saw you, kind of was taking a break, so I'm glad to see you back
Oh yeah.
doing the music shit. You feel me? Yeah. So what
Yeah.
inspired you to jump back in there right quick, man? I guess you was missing it, huh? You hadn't been missing it, huh?
I was, man. And you know what's it's funny is like the fans.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of like was hitting me and was like, man, what a new music at?
Mm-hmm.
And I go back on Apple Music or iTunes and it'll say 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's a long time ago, man.
Time, huh?
I wanted to say 2024, 25,
Yeah.
you know. So,
Yeah.
but I had, and then like my life was just different at that time.
Right.
So I just wanted to update my fans and stuff on everything. And plus, we making movies.
Right.
We gotta have music for the
Right,
movies.
right,
So,
right. So the
yeah,
songs you're
man.
doing today, are these coming from the new project?
New project, Pray and Hustle.
Okay.
Pray and
So
Hustle.
look here, man. We ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna get into these performances. So look, y'all stay tuned. This is the Artist Access, and your access has now been granted. Yeah.
Yo. Yo.
Rampage in the rage, I'm busting my 12 gauge, no slave. Murder crave, my burner, it misbehave. I hustle till I'm paid, I shine. I need shades, no shade. It was given the sun, it's how we get some intercept. It's how I pick 'em my goals, it's how I kick 'em to field. It's where we get 'em, can't fake this realism. I kill 'em, ambulance stretchers, and hospitals, I kill 'em. In a trash stretcher, and she ain't with you, I kill 'em. In advanced lectures, I talk pistols, my burner. Speaking Spanish, Chinese, it's bilingual, my burner. Never panic, it's for you, and all people eat the beef like a sandwich, I'm twisted. I'm in evil, even a blind man can see you. You trying to be like me, fool. My style is in your mirror, you watching my every move. I smile when I'm nearing you, rocking your favorite jewels. So keep taking lessons, nigga, I'm your favorite school. Sacrifice for self, we live by principles of muster. With the lyrics, punchlines, be Red Bull for bucks. I'm a star, I count fees, I pay dues. Tryna get the luxury life in the morning. I wave cruise, Mac 10, my side bitch, the heater. Glue like Elmer's, help the schedule when I get to the heat. High like peppers, jalapenos, a mean go, he talk. My lingo, street talk. Your team slow, my burner, sticky green throw. Yeah, bullets when I put it, I shoot like free throws. Sales open when I'm toasted, gotta keep the casket closed, nigga. Yeah, sales open when I'm toasted, gotta keep the casket closed, nigga.
So you better make up your mind.
And man, make sure you go get that album, Pray and Hustle, on all music platforms. You feel what I'm saying? Follow me on Instagram, Alone Da3rd. Everything Alone Da3rd. Make sure you tap in, Sacrifice for Self, YouTube, and check out One More Stop on Tubing, man. It's going down.